This is so funny. I'm in a group of 190 white women in Pittsburgh, and the only thing they felt motivated to do is make a code of conduct for the group. They just couldn't wait to make rules. Oh my god. Okay, so when we talk about conformity being one of the values of whiteness, especially when it comes to white women, we're talking about external conformity, and this is just an amazing example of that. Like, because you have to understand, like, in whiteness culture, no one really gives a shit what happens on the inside. Like, no one, like, as long as your lawn is mowed and, like, you're conforming to the group ideal, like, you could be doing all kinds of weird shit inside. As long as it doesn't affect the group. You could be, you know, like, I don't know, barbecuing puppies. As long as nobody knows about it and it doesn't reduce the housing value, no one cares. And that's a bit of a harsh assessment. It's not that no one cares. It's that, like, we're not taught to look for or consider those things when evaluating who is, like, when evaluating people, who is a good person or who's, you know, higher or lower than us or whatever it is that we're evaluating. We're not taught to look for those things. So, and that's why, like, when you see white women who, I believe, like, honestly, you know, giving the benefit of the doubt, genuinely want to be allies, genuinely want to be, like, helpful in racial justice spaces, and their first thought is like, okay, well, what kind of bracelet can I wear? Or, like, what kind of hashtag do I put in my bio? Or whatever. And it is performative, but it's performative in a lot of cases, not because they're insincere, but because performing is the only way they know how to be sincere. And that's definitely something I think we could address in these conversations.
I get it. It's very frustrating to be a white ally and not know what you're supposed to do. You want clear, concise instructions.
Okay, go watch that video. Come back. Okay? So, I've been talking about this for a number of years on Twitter, but white communities, specifically in the US, by and large, are mostly based around a group of people trying to adhere to a shared ideal. So, in order to join a community in the world of white people, you have to find out what that ideal is, and you have to meet it. It's inherently performative. When Black, Indigenous, people of color ask us to listen, learn, develop empathy, do work on the inside, that is a completely foreign requirement to a lot of white people for community, because all we know is find the rules, follow the rules. Does that make sense?